Snowflake just reported moments ago. You can see it is 8% higher at the moment in overtime. Michael Turrin of Wells Fargo joins us for that. Michael, this report can be challenging to read for overall expectations because they really do focus on product revenue. How does the guide in particular look to you here?
Guide looks encouraging. So investors were looking to see if Snowflake had finally set a conservative enough bar, particularly given the new CEO taking over as of last quarter. The beat was $40 million on the quarter. That's the biggest beat we've ever seen from Snowflake. The guide goes up by a little bit more than that, $50 million. So having set a low baseline seems to be the initial reaction here.
So in light of that, you got a new CEO in place. You have the bar being lowered, arguably lowered perhaps more than you otherwise would have seen because you do have somebody coming in that's new at the helm. How does this position Snowflake with this new AI era and these products that they're beginning to unveil?
Yeah. We think there's a really good glide path for Snowflake. Last year was a difficult year for many software companies because it was the year of cost optimization and ratcheting down spend. We think areas like data management saw some headwinds there, but you talked about the hyperscalers are starting to come out of those. We think companies like Snowflake stand to follow after that sequence. Now there's a catalyst with AI to get data preparedness in order, and we think Snowflake is very well positioned to take advantage of that with new AI-focused products set to come to market that can keep the positive trend line moving.
Michael, how much should investors expect a tone shift, given that now in Sridhar Ramaswamy, who came over from Neva, used to be at Google, very much in the guts of this developer mindset that's key to AI right now? Should we start to hear Snowflake sound less like just an execution machine, not to minimize it, but because Frank Slootman certainly was an execution machine, but also to lean more into the inspiration of what could be created based on the technology that they're coming up with now?
Yeah, you're onto something there, John. I agree. The foundation has been put in place from a go-to-market perspective. Frank is great at that. And now it's a much more deeply technologically focused conversation, particularly because of how much interest there is in generative AI. So I expect them to spend a lot more time on the product. There's a very good event coming up after this, the first week of June, which is Snowflake's customer conference, which will be multiple days of product announcements and an investor session. So this print helps set a foundation for a positive narrative around the product story to form, and Sridhar is going to be instrumental in framing that.
When we talk about the stabilization of consumption trends, is this a Snowflake-specific story, or is this a rising tide that lifts all boats, or are we sort of at an inflection point after what we've seen with belt tightening and things that aren't necessarily directly AI-related in IT up until now?
Yeah, it's a rising tide that's going to lift several boats, certainly not all, because it's still a more focused spend environment. But I think there's a return to modernization, a return to digital transformation that we're starting to pick up on that is quite encouraging. And so, that's what's leading Azure and AWS and some of the hyperscalers' growth profiles to pick back up. Companies like Snowflake are very well suited. You'll see other consumption names, and we've heard other consumption names speak to how encouraging it is to talk to customers about modernization, where the technology can get you, not just how you can help save on the bottom line and maybe cut cost on employees.